So this is a velodrome.
This is it. This is where I spent 20 years of my life. I've raced the Commonwealth Games here in 2002, World Champs in 96, 2000, 2008. I've become World Champion here, Commonwealth Champion. Yeah, loads of great memories, but also my place of work. I used to come here 5 days a week, 50 weeks of the year. So it's so many memories, so many people, so many friendships. So yeah, always have a nice warm feeling when I come back to the velodrome.
It's a big commitment being a champion.
It is, but at the heart of it, you're doing something you love. It's a passion. And when I was 13, 14 and I first rode in the track at Meadowbank in Edinburgh, never could have thought that one day, it'd become a career for me and I would go on to win lots of medals.
It's that passion and determination that's helped take Sir Chris Hoy to the top of the podium many times at both the Olympics and World Championships. In his career spanning many years, he's seen technology shift in his sport.
Obviously the bikes evolve and the science behind performance and the analysis and aerodynamics is the biggest one that's evolved cycling over the last 10 years. But at the heart of it, it's human beings and it's personalities and it's passion for sport. And I love the science. Don't get me wrong, I did my degree in sports science and I love the science, the underpinning theory behind performance. But aside from all that, it's the human element that is the most fascinating, I think, the psychology and, yeah, as I said, the passion for sport.
Sir Chris has described this year as his toughest. He's spoken openly about his health and terminal cancer diagnosis, but through it all he's continued working, including backing a clip-on bit of tech that can make any bike an e-bike.
This has been a huge project, over the last 4 years, but it's more than ever. It's great to have something exciting to look forward to.
I mean, you are Sir Chris Hoy. You are known for cycling under your own power. People might be surprised that you're backing an e-bike.
Yeah, to be brutally honest, when I very first, like 15 years ago, when I heard about e-bikes, I remember thinking, the whole point of cycling is you're using your body to propel the bike. Surely that's the point of it. It's exercise, it's good for your legs and your lungs. And then I tried an e-bike the very first time and I got it. It's not like sitting on a scooter and turning a throttle and you're a passenger. An e-bike is a pedal assist, and they're very different to the bikes that you might see delivering pizzas or whatever up and down high streets. That's a very different thing altogether. These are pedal assist, they're regulated to 16 miles an hour. They're safe. These are a very different proposition. But when you ride one, you get it, you go, actually, you still have to pedal, you still get exercise, but you can choose how much effort you want to put through the pedals. So if you do want to get, to work a bit harder, you can. But if you don't, you get that extra little boost. So I think it makes people want to ride their bikes more frequently.
Athlete investing is now a huge trend in all sorts of different products and technology. What is your involvement in this? Are you just a kind of famous name behind a product, or are you more involved?
I think, I was there, I was the first person to get on board and to become a shareholder and to back it because I believed in it. When you get on the bike and you try it, it is a eureka moment. And I thought, this is going to be huge. I feel as well, I've played a small role in developing the characteristic of how the unit works and giving feedback from a cyclist perspective on the different power modes, on the shape of it, the clearance, all the things that are actually important in terms of the cycling experience. I've tried to help them with that.
We're in a velodrome, which is of course where you competed and raced and trained all that time. The world of technology is also changing sport. Do you still recognise cycling as it was when you were competing in places like this?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think science, certainly it helped my career, and probably it was the steepest part of the learning curve, because when I first started cycling seriously, things were very, it was very old-fashioned and it was a very traditional sport. But technology has revolutionised the sport, and I find it fascinating, and I embrace it too. I love the data. I used to love the data when I was riding, and I love the numbers, and I could finish a session knowing that I'd produced a new personal best. A lot of the big nations, they had an advantage with big budgets, professional teams, but now I think, a talented individual can compete at the top level because there's so many things you can buy to help you assess your performance and make the right training choices. But again, ultimately it comes down to that individual and how hard they can turn those pedals. It's as simple as that.
And that kind of information can also be available to fans.
Yeah.
And it increases people's watching of the sport
Yeah,
too.
so yeah, that's a really good point. A lot of the new races now, the riders will be they'll have their heart monitor on, they have power cranks on, and the real-time data can be projected onto apps. So the fans can watch the athletes and see. And you look at these athletes walking onto the track and sitting there looking confident and composed. And you think, oh, he looks really completely relaxed. And you look at his heart rate and think, he's bluffing. It's fascinating the insights you can get. Sport will always be about people. And you can have all the assistance, you can have all the analysis and everything that goes with it. I think that's great because it moves the sport on. But at the heart of it, you still have to have a person who can step up on that line, deal with the nerves, decide how they're going to race, and actually finish the job off, if you like. You can go so far, but you need that human element to do the last bit.